Wize Commerce is a platform for acquisition and monetization of e-commerce traffic. We have been at this profitably for the past 10 years. We are the number 2 paid comparison shopping site on the internet. So a natural evolution for us is to take this platform and make it available broadly outside our company. Now, to accomplish this goal, we have to make it easy for customers to integrate and leverage this platform. We think the best way to do that is to make this platform a set of services. We also want to make sure that our internal systems are using these services to communicate with each other, or in other words, eat our own dog food. The work underway at Wize Commerce is along 2 different tracks. The first track is setting up a framework of services, and that involves things like throttling, request prioritization, automated generation of documentation, etc., essentially to make life easier for people building these services. And the second track is standing up the actual services themselves.
So the first site that we're developing that is using our own services is Wize.com. Wize.com is a highly personalized, customer-focused shopping site. And since it's a new site, we had 2 main goals. One of them was to have quick feature iterations, and the second was to keep the front-end client as light as possible. So having an SOA helps us achieve this by keeping all of the heavyweight business logic, such as billing calculation, user personalization, search result customization. All that goes on the service end, so the front end just has to worry about presentation. Some of the services that we've developed for Wize.com, I suppose the most important one is our product search service. Now that allows Wize.com to access our vast catalog of millions of products. Next would be our visit and click services. That allows us to track users across Wize.com, and it also allows us to bill merchants based on what features the user has seen. Next up is our buzz score service. So a buzz score is basically a measure of the social buzz around a product. So that will help Wize.com create much more compelling social features. After those 3 services, next on our roadmap is our A/B testing service. So over the years, we've developed a very robust and a highly optimized A/B testing framework in Java. So we want Wize.com to leverage this service as well as any partner sites in the future. So what we're doing is we're exposing this experiment framework as a service and creating a Ruby client for it.
Let's say a customer wants to sign up for services provided by Wize Commerce. So the first thing they have to do is set up and provision their account. So that's the first service they'll interact with. Now, secondly, they have to provide their catalog. Now, we support several different formats for the catalog. Some of them are industry standards, some of them are even our competitors' formats, just to make it easier for our customers. So this is where they encounter the import service. And the goal of the import service is to ingest the customer's catalog and make it available for search on our site. And finally, the customers may want to bid on specific products or categories, and that's where they interact with the monetization service.
On the front end, when a user comes to one of our partner sites, the first thing that'll happen is that our visit service will be called. Now this will create a visit which will begin the process of tracking the user throughout the site. Next, the site will call our experimentation service, and that'll basically determine which side of the A/B test the user is going to be on. And so next, the user will browse around the site for a bit, and when the user makes a significant click, they'll call out to our click service, which will record the click information in our data store. And in front of these 3 services, we're going to have an externalizable layer. Now this will basically handle authentication, throttling, JSON translation. So what this will allow us to do is control access to our services as well as translate our thrift responses into whatever format the client wants.
In its end state, the Wize Commerce platform will expose millions of events that occur inside the platform, in near real time to our customers. We'll also be exposing traffic acquisition services like retargeting ads and banners. These are very exciting times at Wize Commerce because we are shaping the company for the next couple of years.